Hello, everyone, and welcome. And I hope you brought your rain gear with you as we are in for a wet one. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And here comes their veteran leader. He has been through the battle, guys, and there are plenty of expectations this season.
Yeah, and there should be expectations. This guy's been around a long time, knows the systems, knows the players. Everybody's going to have to believe in him for this year to be a big success.
Yeah, David, there's just no substitution for experience, right? This guy has played so many snaps. He's seen it all. No doubt they need him to play at a high level.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. And oftentimes you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the Wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy. Probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer portal.
It is, and think about players, man. If I'm not happy, if I'm not getting the run I want, like, I can just leave. I can go somewhere else. I can get paid by another opportunity. So I think players always having their eyes to that portal, looking at a better destination, makes it miserable for coaches.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Looking for space. It's Grant. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Motion from the offense. Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Movement here from the tight end. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to throw. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Now on first down from the 43. They move the tight end all over. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10.
He's brought down at the 10-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Wyoming's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
On first down, here comes this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest. He'll
do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You can tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
He makes the connection. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. He's off to the races. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Number 8.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Holland. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They go to the ground. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. To the ground. He's got it again. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Power football with the run. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to take off. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Dropping back, it's Svoboda. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill, but show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
Throws to the wideout. Snags it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run on the doorstep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Fast motion from the offense. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. On the move is the 30. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. The give to the back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Now the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They move the tight end all over. To the ground with the back. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. On the move, it's Strickland. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
At the 15-yard line.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll put the tight end in motion. The give to the left side. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They'll try to slam it in. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. It's complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Wyoming.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Back to throw, it's Svoboda. Gets open down the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
He's going to pass on second down. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Dumps it off in the flats. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle second and fourth.
Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. That is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for room, it's Strickland. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Going downfield for the big play. Fires it into traffic and it's picked off. Going the other way and he's got room. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. He's looking to pass. Fires left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Finds his man and they convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Fights off a defender. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Wide out in motion. On the run, it's Strickland. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. He's got it down the middle. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
They'll give it to the back. They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Jet sweep to the receiver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. It's complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Nice job, big fella. You make a catch, you're a viable target for your quarterback, and gain a couple of yards.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He caught it! And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do that.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Trying play action. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He only needs a sliver of daylight, and the returner will be brought down.
And the offense will take over.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
On the run, it's Strickland. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
The give to the tailback. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, running back gets the give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Picks up 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll ride the hot hand. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Now from inside the red zone. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the 3rd sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Motion from the offense. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Keeps it going. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, bro.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack.
When you got third and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll leave it with him. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Off play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They're working that left side. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Sticks it in his belly. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tackle is made after the first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. big first down sack for the defense brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And that pass is caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Strickland. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Trying to pound their way in. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And they'll try to tack on two. From the gun. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very agile. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Finds a tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive. Couldn't make the connection. that lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of